start saying don't be the man when he's down. Everton actually thought this was the perfect time for them to get their first victory at the Anfield in 22 years, and boy, they did. It was Liverpool nil, Everton 2 at the end. Welcome to the show, the Nutmeg on Guardian TV. My name is Solomon Forward, and it's really great to have you guys join us on the show. I hope you're social distancing, keeping safe, wearing your face masks. If you're not subscribed to this YouTube channel, you should absolutely do that. If you're watching on Facebook, like this page. If you're on Instagram, also follow this page, because Guardian Nigeria has awesome content for you. Now, over the weekend, so many things happened. We had a whole lot of derbies, and we're going to be starting, the weekend review from the Liverpool against Everton game. And because it feels as if Jurgen Klopp actually keeps breaking records, not the sort of records you'd like if you were a Liverpool fan, because it is the first it's Liverpool's first run of 4 Premier League defeats since 2002, and the first time that Liverpool have lost 4 consecutive games in, wait for it, 98 years. It feels as if Liverpool just can't catch a break, this season. Things have gone from bad to worse, and it feels like a slippery slope. Even when Anderson was actually taken out of that game because of injury, you feel as if, fate itself is against them. But we don't deal in just so much of fate alone here, because so many things happen during a football match. Now, talking about this Liverpool side, if you compare their last season to this season, it tells you how far behind they've fallen. After 25 games last season, they actually drew just 1, they didn't lose. But this season, they've won just 11 games after 25 games. They've drawn 7, they've lost 7. That descent is mind-blowing. And it does feel as if they need something huge to shock them out of this, poor run or poor form, something to galvanize them. And I don't think that is coming anytime soon. So it does feel as if Liverpool is just going to be waiting for next season. Hopefully they finish in the top 4 so that they can get things running, next season, when, say, Virgil van Dijk is back, when, the likes of Diogo Jota is back, and they probably have it deep in the transfer market. And over the weekend also, there was Barcelona, whose descent also, just like Liverpool, continues. Although you would say it was a draw against Cadiz over the weekend, but considering the fact that they lost to PSG, huge loss, 4-1 over the midweek, and also this Cadiz draw, where they could have, covered the gap against Atletico, because Atletico actually lost 11-0, still drew that particular fixture. So you'd expect Ronald Koeman to do something different. You'd expect him to find ways to galvanize this side. And, all of this, there's the specter of, Lionel Messi leaving Barcelona just there also. So Barcelona really, really need to get their acts together. They need to figure out what to do going forward, because there's Messi leaving. It's the second year, and it feels as if they're going to be trophyless, because it's almost impossible for this current Barcelona side to overturn that 4-1 defeats to PSG. They lost in the Supercopa final. The Copa del Rey, they also lost in that particular one. So many things, lined up against this Barcelona side. Yeah, so another huge thing that happened over the weekend was Inter's 3-0 victory over AC Milan. If you asked me to predict before that game, I wouldn't have predicted 3-0, not in this world. Lautaro Martinez got 2 goals, Lukaku got 1 goal, and it seems as if Antonio Conte is really, really taking this side, to the promised land, the top of this Serie A. They've consolidated their position, and it does feel as if the Scudetto might be going to Inter for the first time since 2010. And also, one last derby that we're going to be touching on is the Revier derby in the Bundesliga. BVB, that's Borussia Dortmund against Schalke 04. And that is where we have our play of the weekend. That's Erling Braut Haaland. Well, one of his goals really captivated me. That was the first goal that he scored. He's got 2 in that particular fixture. And it was the fact that for someone so tall to be that acrobatic, that precise, it tells you about what a great future this lad has going forward. Now, just to wrap up this show, our heart goes out to Adamawa United that were attacked, a couple of days ago when they were traveling. And also, their bus driver actually still abducted, and they're asking for ransom. We hope all of these things get sorted really, really fast. Things have to change, to be honest, because now, A couple of weeks ago, we had Wiki Tourist, we had Kano Pillars, and now Kwara United, all escaping, a fire incident with regards to their bus when they were traveling. So I think we have to figure out a better way to transport the players so that they can get to the destinations safely. Yep. So that's what we can take on this show today. Thank you so much for sticking with us. My name is Solomon Fowe, and this has been The Nutmeg.